हे गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल। और बताओ कैसे हो आप सब। मैं आशा करता हूँ कि आप बहुत ही मस्त होंगे। So I'm very excited to share this video series with you guys. There will be 4 videos in this series. Today's video that you're gonna watch in few moments is all about how to select US universities and what is the fee structure. And the other videos will be covering very important topics like F1 visa, how to get F1 visa, can you work on F1 visa, and how to select housing, how to live in the United States on a student visa, and all about the student life. So I'm very excited, and without any delay, let's start and jump into this video right away. So why don't we start with some introduction? So Pradeep, if you can go first, and then we'll go in the same circle.
Hi, I'm Pradeep. I am a PhD student here at IUPUI, majoring in bioinformatics and minoring in medical neuroscience. I'm currently in my third-ish year, and I'm working on Alzheimer's disease and its diagnostics using machine learning and deep learning tools. Yeah, so interests other than my academic side would be participating in club activities inside campus and other intramural activities include like volleyball and so and so. But yeah, that's about me. Yeah.
Wow, great. Poojitha, can you also introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, so I am Poojitha and I'm doing my master's in bioinformatics. I work as a research assistant here at the School of Informatics, and I'm also a graduate ambassador. So my interests right now lie in like cancer genomics, and apart from that, I also participate in a lot of club activities, and like I like being part of organizations here and do like volunteering work.
Wow, that's really cool. So you guys have kind of covered all the bases, right? So that's really good. So the first question that comes to my mind is like, how do we select or shortlist the universities? So when you're in a phase of applying to different universities abroad, like say you're in India and you want to apply for US or Canada or let's say some other countries, and specifically we're talking about US today. So what is the mindset? How do you do the shortlisting? And if Poojitha, you can answer that, that'd be really cool.
So I think the first thing that I did was choose universities based on the ranking in the United States. So generally talking, shortlisting would depend upon a number of factors. So it can depend upon the course you're taking, the tuition fees, the living expenses, the financial aid that's been provided for international students. So I started off with the ranking and looked if all of these universities were providing the course that interested me, which is bioinformatics. And then I looked into the IELTS and GRE cutoffs. That's something that is major. So, and then I looked into the tuition fees and the curriculum. So, if the curriculum, you can go through the various courses that they are providing in their program, and that will give you more insight if it aligns with your goals or not. So based on these, I was able to like cut off to like at least 20 to 25 universities that make like align with what I was looking forward to for my master's. So then I think after those you can't everybody wouldn't want to apply for 25 universities. You definitely also need to look into like the application fees that matters and like the kind of research opportunities that the school is providing. So I went ahead and I tried to reach out to the school itself, or if I knew any seniors on LinkedIn who could give me some more insight on like how the course or curriculum works over there. So that's how I chose like my top 5 universities, and then I applied to them.
So can you also tell us, is there like when I was applying to these universities in US, so I had this small list of dream to go or I can do with something like that, like categorize these universities in 3 different parts and then apply to those different set of universities. So were you also in that phase, like this is my dream university, this is my, okay, I will be okay going to this university, or I'll enjoy the coursework here, something like that? What
Oh,
was?
definitely. There were like dream universities based on the ranking, but then, when picture like tuition fees or like financial aid, they come into a picture, and you see, I also like receive like on campus research assistants with my admission. So factors like these, I think, really matter when you are looking to apply for universities apart from this. And also like I think I considered the weather conditions, because I didn't want to go somewhere like too cold or too hot. I wanted to be somewhere I could experience all the four seasons. And also the kind of so since I was interested in like organizational works, I looked into like kind of clubs that were active on the college and the university life and everything. Yeah.
Makes sense. So that was really cool. Yeah, I think that would give all the people who are listening to this video, that or viewing this video, that you have to look at different factors like financial, like what's the fees, what the fee structure is, what's the application fees, and then how the university is ranked, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that was really helpful. So the other question that we have, and we maybe Poojitha, you can answer that as well, is what's the procedure to apply to US universities? So back in 2012, when I was doing the same thing, I had to go to each university's website and then go to the application form, fill all out the details, and then upload a SOP and I think my mark sheets, transcripts, and all that. And then that's how the procedure was. But has it changed over the time? Like, is there any change now? You can globally apply to all the universities that you like. So,
Well, I don't think there is much of a change in like the standard documentations that you need. So you definitely need your transcripts from like your undergrad or your junior colleges. Then you would definitely need your test scores, that's GRE, TOEFL, or like IELTS. Letter of recommendations. I think universities at least want 2 or 3 recommendations now, and this can be either from like your professors from your undergrad or your school, and or from the work experience if you have any. And statement of purpose, of course, that's something that is seriously taken by universities. So you basically give a gist of why you're choosing this course in this university.
right,
Your resume and like the proofs for any certificate courses that you have done over the time. And most importantly, bank statements and affidavits. That's something that comes under financial documentation. I think that has been a hassle whenever we apply for universities. You need to get your loan sanction and proof of income and etc. So yeah,
right.
I think these are some things that are there since many years. But apart from that, I think I don't know if you could apply back then to your GRE and IELTS scores. Like you can submit them directly
Yeah,
to universities.
right.
So I think that's one thing that everybody can keep in mind, because usually there's an application fee for that too if you cannot submit. Yeah.
Right. No, that's a very good point. So yes, if you are doing your getting your GRE and TOEFL, you can directly submit those scores to universities of your liking, and yeah, so that's a great point. I think one question that maybe I'll go to Pradeep really quickly. So because you're doing your PhD in bioinformatics, and then your minor is neuroscience. So were you here for your masters as well, or you
I
directly for
uh,
PhD?
sorry. Yeah, I originally came for my master's, but in my mind, before I even like switched to PhD, I knew I was gonna do PhD eventually. I applied for a mixture of master's slash PhD, like yeah, for like application wise, a mixture of them. But then I was not sure which one I was gonna be like sure about. So picking a master's and then checking if the professor worked with me all right,
Right.
and then moving ahead with the PhD was my plan then, and it worked out pretty much. Yeah.
Cool. So you both are somewhere in masters, like now you have transitioned into PhD, and Poojitha still is in her masters, going to complete this year. So congratulations on that. So can you guys give a little bit of information on the fee structure, like how many credits you have to take per semester, and what's the fees that you have to pay? Is it per semester, or is it yearly fees? if you can give a little bit of gist on that, both of you are welcome to give your suggestions on this. So maybe Pradeep, you can go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. I think I was only a master's student for 1 semester before I switched into PhD. So I know the minimum requirements for an international student to stay as a full-time student is like 9 credits. So it's usually about 3 courses for a grad level student. So I kind of picked the minimum required courses because it is sort of expensive if you're out of state student. So I think each credit comes up to $900. So if it's like 9 credits, it's about like, yeah. So it is a lot of money. But I did have some sort of like a tuition remission fee. I mean, not fee. I mean tuition remission and the scholarship. So that was pretty helpful for my first semester. But as I switched into the PhD program, I was completely funded by the department. And that also allowed me to choose like overload a semester without any care as much. And also to take in internships, which I think a lot of people realize that we need to pay for the internship credits too, since that has to be taken into our OPD or CPT. So yeah, I think it cost me about $8,000 in total for 1 semester, without like any scholarship. But yeah.
So that comes to somewhere around 6 lakh rupees in Indian rupees for a semester, right? So okay, that was really insightful. So I think I assume, Poojitha, you have a very similar fee structure in terms of what you're doing. So how many credits in total do you need to complete your masters? I think it should be 3 courses per semester. So you're taking 9 credits and then that into 4, so 36 credits, right? Okay.
So I think it also differs from program to program again. So like data science, you don't need 36 credits, you need like 33, or a few require like 30 credits. So it depends on the program that you're choosing. Yeah.
Okay, that's really good to know. If you have liked today's video, please show your love by supporting the channel. Please like, share and subscribe, and also share it with your friends so that whoever is planning to come to United States on F1 visa will get benefited from this whole video series. So thank you so much for your love, and stick around, and I'll see you in the next video shortly.